Hello and welcome to SatTV Week, the news programme for the international satellite industry. This week I talked to Morten Desolm, Sales Director for the EMEA region at Tran & Tran. James Shortland reports on the Minotaur 4 and Tricia Jones has the launch news. But first, here are the news headlines. Measat Satellite Systems has signed a long-term agreement with Solar Entertainment Corporation for renewal of capacity on the Measat 3A satellites. This agreement further extends solar services with additional capacity on Measat 3 for 2 new channels. Globecom Systems has been awarded a contract from the US government agency valued at $1.9 million. This contract is a combined effort between Globecom's wholly owned subsidiaries, Globecom Services Maryland and Crescendo. The company anticipates the contract to be fully executed in the current fiscal year ending June 30th, 2012. Now at IBC 2011 I had the opportunity to speak to Morten Desolm about the Explorer 727 system upgrade.
Yes, we have put our whole product portfolio for the land mobile segment on display here. Both portable units, beacon portable units, but also vehicular units that can be put on the roof of a car and can transmit while you're driving or standing still. And this year's special basically is a new feature we've introduced to our Explorer 727, which is Beacon Extreme, so that when you are on the pause you can get up to 484 kilobits per second through. And that's a new feature we've added since last year.
So how do your products compete with others in the market?
Well, basically we offer the full product range in the Inmarsat beacon portfolio. It means all the different classes and so on, so we have all bases covered there. Today we estimate we sit on approximately 60 to 70% of the full beacon market in the Inmarsat community, and the ruggedness that we provide, our customers are very happy for that.
Now, how important is it to be partnered with somebody like Inmarsat?
Well, for us it's very, very important. Inmarsat business is a very, very large share of our total business. We add some few extras to it over the years, radio communications on the maritime side, for example, and even Ku-band VSAT communication on the maritime side. But our terminals meant for the Inmarsat network is still by far the largest share of our portfolio.
Tuesday's successful flight of a Minotaur 4 from the Kodiak Launch Complex in Alaska extends the perfect launch record of the Minotaur family to 23 missions. James has the story.
The Minotaur 4 launch on behalf of the US Air Force placed the US Navy's Tactical Satellite 4 into a precise orbit of the Earth. Approximately 28 minutes after liftoff, the Minotaur deployed the satellite into its targeted highly elliptical orbit of approximately 11,865 kilometers by 185 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The TACSAT 4 launch was the 5th Minotaur 4 flight and the 23rd overall mission for the Minotaur product line over the last 11 years, all of which have been successful. The Minotaur 4 is a 4-stage space launch vehicle that uses flight-proven propulsion, avionics and other subsystems. It combines all the experiences of the Air Force's Peacekeeper ICBM program, along with the extensive flight heritage of Orbital's Minotaur 1, Pegasus and Taurus space launch vehicles. Minotaur rockets are capable of launching from all major US spaceports, including launch sites in Alaska, California, Florida and Virginia.
Now here's Tricia with this week's launch news.
On Saturday, Sea Launch successfully returned to launch operations following its reorganisation late last year when it launched the Atlantic Bird 7 broadcast satellite from the equator on its ocean-based Odyssey launch platform. It was the company's first mission for Eutelsat communications. The Zenit 3SL rocket lifted off from the launch platform positioned in the international waters of the Pacific Ocean. Following last week's successful launch of the final Ariane 5 flight of the year, Arianespace is now set for the maiden liftoff of a Soyuz rocket from French Guiana, which is scheduled for October the 20th. The Russian-built medium-lift vehicle will orbit 2 Galileo spacecraft for Europe's satellite-based navigation system.
And finally, the BSat-3C JCSat 110R broadcasting satellite, designed and built by Lockheed Martin for BSat and Sky Perfect JSat Corporation, is now ready for service following successful on-orbit deployment and checkout of all spacecraft systems. The satellite is located at orbital location 110 degrees east and will provide service for Japanese companies BSat and Sky Perfect JSat, which jointly procured the satellite. The satellite incorporates 2 independent Ku band payloads with 12 direct broadcast channels and 12 fixed direct communications channels, providing uplink and downlink coverage throughout Japan. BSat President Kazui Takanaka told SatTV that BSat-3C will form the backbone of the company's business for the next decade, along with the BSat-3A, 3B. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.